Terrorists continue to target innocent civilians in the Kashmir Valley. In the latest incident of jihadi killings, 2 migrant civilians were killed within hours in the valley. A 30-year-old Golgappa seller from Bihar was shot dead in Srinagar, while another civilian, Sagar Ahmed from Uttar Pradesh's Saharanpur, who worked as a carpenter, was shot dead in Pulwama. Arvind Kumar was killed in the same area in Srinagar, where 2 non-Kashmiri teachers were killed on October 7. A total of 7 innocent civilians have lost their lives in recent attacks by terrorists. Jammu and Kashmir has seen a spurt in targeted attacks on civilians in recent days. Now, this comes on a day when IG Kashmir had stated that 13 terrorists were killed in 9 encounters after civilian killings.
Terror claims 2 more lives in Kashmir. 2 civilians falling victims to targeted attacks in Kashmir on Saturday. A 30-year-old street vendor, Arvind Kumar Shah from Bihar, was shot and killed in Srinagar's Edag area at around 6:40 p.m. While another non-local was shot dead in Pulwama, the victim was from Uttar Pradesh. Jammu and Kashmir has seen a spurt in targeted attacks on civilians. In the first week of October, Supinder Kaur and Deepak Chand were shot dead in broad daylight. The school principal and teacher were killed at their workplace, the Government Boys Higher Secondary School, also in the Eidgah area of Srinagar, leaving behind devastated families. Deepak Chand had called his wife on the phone just minutes before the terror attack.
सुबह 11 बजे बात हुई थी, बस थोड़ी सी बात हुई, उन्होंने व्रत रखा हुआ तो वो गाड़ी में बैठे थे, बस उसके बाद कोई बात नहीं की मैंने, थोड़ी सी बात हुई उनसे, बस वो स्कूल में ही बैठे थे गाड़ी में बस.
A prominent citizen of Srinagar and chemist Makhan Lal Bindru and 2 other civilians, Virinder and Mohammad Shafi Lone, were murdered in separate incidents of shootings.
ये करने से आपने अल्लाह को पाया नहीं, आपने जहन्नम का दरवाज़ा अपने लिए खोल दिया, क्योंकि आपने किसी नेक फरिश्ते इंसान को मारा है, जिसके बीवी बच्चे पोते पोतियाँ सब रो रहे हैं, सब दुखी हैं, तो वो तो आपने अपने लिए जहन्नम का दरवाज़ा खोल दिया.
Security across the valley has been tightened following the killings. Recently, Union Home Minister Amit Shah held an emergency security review with National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, the heads of BSF and CRPF. Former Deputy Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, while speaking to India Today, admitted that the ground situation is worrisome.
मैं ये नहीं कह सकता कि आज भी पूरी तरह से इस मिलिटेंसी का खात्मा हो गया है. आज भी वहाँ पर इन्फॉर्मर्स जो उनके हैं, मिलिटेंट्स के बैठे हैं, कुछ पाकिस्तान पस्त लोग बैठे हैं. ये दुखद है.
As the killings continue, the blame game over who's responsible has already started.
Terrorist attacks have increased and both security forces and innocent citizens have lost their lives. The administration of J&K, or whatever goes in the names of administration, is incompetent, paralyzed and in a shambles.
As terrorists stalk and kill innocents, fear looms large in Kashmir. And the question many are asking is, when will this bloodbath stop? Bureau Report, India Today.
My colleague Ashraf Fani is now joining me live from Srinagar. Ashraf, good morning to you. Again, a very unfortunate spate of incidents that were witnessed in Srinagar and Pulwama last evening. What are your sources within the security forces telling you? What's behind these targeted killings of civilians in Jammu and Kashmir?
Polomi, good morning. And basically, this was already alert with the security agencies here that the civilian and soft targets will be on the radar of the militant groups after the recent series of encounters. And all the precautionary measures were taken by the security agencies, particularly by the Jammu and Kashmir police. But despite that, these 2 civilian killings yesterday late evening in the Srinagar and Pulwama has once again raised the questions on the security scenario for safety of the civilians here in the Kashmir Valley. In fact, we have seen the massive search operations were launched at the both places in the Eidgah area of Srinagar after the killing of Arvind Kumar there, and also in the little village of Pulwama, where another civilian from UP Sagir, a carpenter, was killed. But the governor of the Jammu and Kashmir has already assured the people of particularly the minority community and the non-locals here in the valley that their safety and security will be assured by the administration, and they did not need worry. And on the other side, the security agencies are saying that this is the desperation among the terror groups, and that is why they are targeting the innocent civilians in different parts of the valley.
Right. Ashraf, stay on with us. We're going to come back to you now.